What's up, everybody? Alcoholic named Mark W. Remind myself I'm an alcoholic. I just wanted to touch base with you guys for a quick minute and just holler at you and hopefully give you some strength, experience, and hope. Something I heard early in treatment was HALT. Early in recovery. And I was still counting after my first 7 days, and I got to Florida and I was in residential. I heard it. Got the PHP, I heard it a lot more, and I started going out to groups and I heard old timers talking about it. And it's an acronym. It's HALT, right? HALT, stop, right? HALT. When you're hungry, angry, lonely, and tired, any one of those four, you need to halt, stop, pick up the phone, call your sponsor. If you ain't got a sponsor, call sober support. If you ain't got sober support, call a spiritual advisor. If you ain't got a spiritual advisor, call another alcoholic. If you ain't got another alcoholic to call, go on Zoom and just snitch on yourself. Say, I'm feeling angry, lonely, I'm feeling tired, I'm hungry, whatever it may be you're feeling. And now if you feel 2, 3, or 4, especially if you feel 4, you got to be on red alert. Red alert, because when you're feeling all 4, it's very easy to go back out. I can't speak about relapse because I never relapsed in this program. It's my first time going through it, but I've relapsed before I got to this program. And a lot of times I'd be angry and I'd go smoke and drink. I'd be lonely, I'd go smoke and drink. I'd be tired, I'd go smoke and drink. I'd be hungry, I'd go smoke and drink, right? But if you're feeling all 4, remember this acronym, HALT. Really, please, it helped save me several times. If you don't have a sponsor, reach out. I'll work with you if you need it, but find yourself a sponsor. Find somebody that has something that you want. Find somebody that has what you want. And as the saying is, if you want what we have, do what we do. Take that, run with it. Nothing's going to make sense at first. It didn't for me. I'm only going to speak for myself because I can only give you my strength, experience, and hope. And what I'm telling you is nothing made sense to me. HALT did not make sense to me until I got back to New York and it really hit me. And I was counting days, and I hit 60 days, I hit 90 days, and I started feeling these feelings, especially now at 9 months, I'm really feeling my feelings, and I don't know what it's like to feel feelings, everybody, because the last time I felt feelings, I was 13, I was a little boy. I'm a boy in a man's body, and AA is teaching me how to become a man, right? So to feel feelings is very weird, very strange. And we all know, feelings we all feel, and I've learned through this program, feelings are not facts. Feelings will pass. Good feelings, bad feelings, both the ones that get me always tripped up on mixed emotions of feelings. How am I supposed to know feelings of love if I come from a broken house that didn't have love? How am I supposed to know feelings of respect and honor if I didn't have that? And I was told growing up, let me get that out right. I was told growing up that men don't cry. We cry in the rain and we cry in the shower. Lace up your boots, strap up your chin strap, and go back at it and hit it again. We didn't express feelings. In my household, I cried. I would cry just to get my way. I was a manipulator. Yeah, I would cry. My brother told me at a young age, if mom hits you, just cry. It'd be over quick. And then she told me that she did the same thing with her family. It's generationally passed down. I'm a product of my environment. And I realized the way I did things wasn't working. The way I did things got me here. And here, I don't regret my past, nor do I shut the door, because it got me here, and I'm becoming the man that I need to be the father for my children that I want to be, the father I never had, right? I'm just going to tell you, remember HALT. If you're feeling hungry, because I'm hungry right now, that's why I'm doing this. I went out and got something to eat. I'm hungry, and I'm tired. I had a long night. I'm tired. And I'm lonely, right? Yeah. That's 3 of them right there. Hungry, angry, lonely, tired. I'm a little angry because I didn't eat. We get angry, right? I get angry. Oh, boy, when I don't eat, I get real moody. But, I'm learning. And I got these tools in my tool belt. You want to call it the toolbox? I'm like Batman. My superhero on this page, you see him, is like Black Man, right? That's my superhero that I keep inside of me to remind me that when you feel like giving up, I got you. God's got me. Let go and let God, right? Give it up to my higher power. See, this is for another day and another video, but I never really believed in God like that. I'm not a religious thumper, don't get me wrong. I don't believe in any of these religions and how they do things. I do not. but I am a spiritual thumper. I believe that there's a spiritual power greater than us all. On my arm, my first tattoo is I am that I am. Never knew why I like that saying, but now I'm starting to understand why I do. Because when I think I am that I am, I refuse to hurt anybody or anything, even a bug. That's where I'm at. But back to HALT, because I digress. HALT. Remember this. If you're a newcomer and you just got to this and you're just seeing this for the first time, remember what Mark Dub told you, right? After V comes Dub, right? And Eddie, my man Eddie, love you. HALT. When you're angry, when you're hungry, angry, lonely, and tired, just halt, just stop. And then put in those 4 P's, right? The 4 P's is pause, pray. And a prayer can be something that's so simple as a sigh. Just give you that second. So you pause, you pray, you process, then you proceed. Therefore, you're not reacting, you're responding. That's changed my life drastically. And it's hard, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes, you know. Practice. You know, I came in here for my drinking, and I'm staying for my thinking. We have a program that's been around 90 years, right? And it works if you work it. I used to hate that saying too. It works if you work it. It works when you work it. That's what it should be. I think it really is. It works when you work it. Because I know people in this program that don't want this, but they do the work, they put in the action, and they get in the promises. But back to HALT. I digress again. Look at me. I'm all over the place because I'm hungry. I went to go get some food, and I was like, let me make this video about HALT because, you know, the truth is, without these cliches and acronyms, it would be harder for me when I feel I'm hungry and I'm angry and I'm lonely and I'm tired. I call my sponsor, and my sponsor is really good. I got a really good sponsor right now. I see him 6 days out of the week in my in-person home meeting, and I'm an in-person guy. But I also got an online Zoom group. And if I didn't have my sponsor, I would call somebody that I was in treatment with. Now, I was always taught in treatment, try to stay away from them until you get a couple of days, couple of months, couple of years, because they're the most likely to pull you back in. So I went into treatment. I was like, nah, I'm not here to be anyone's friends. But look, I'm at 9 months. I got a sober sister. Shout out to Tara. She came and saw me speak at Perry Street. Shout out. She gave me the best birthday gift. This is in my trunk right now. It's a Batman on My Little Pony. Look, I digress again. But she's got a sober date. We're about 9 months. We're in this group chat with everyone that was from Princeton Detox with us, that we all connected with. Some of us slip, some of us don't. But me, I'm so fearful that I won't. And I can't say I'll never because I don't know. But I can say I intend not to drink again. I intend not to drug again. I intend not to. And if I do, I slip and I get back in the room. It takes a lot of courage to come back. Inspiration, it inspires me to come back. And worst of all, your chair is not guaranteed. So if you don't come back and you stay out there, the longer you stay, the higher your probabilities of death. That scares me. I get a chance to be the father I never had. I used that fear and I flipped it around because I used to be fearful of everything. I was just a little boy in a man's body. 13 to 44 before I came into this program. That's 31 years, right? 31 years of being scared of everything and holding on to a resentment with my father, holding on to a resentment for 39 years of something I was out of my control. He died when I was 5 on April Fool's Day, and I always asked why? Why me? And then I learned to stop asking why me and how can I help the next man with what happened to me. God doesn't do these things to punish me. He does them so I can help somebody else going through it. And that's why I made this channel. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing with this HALT. I'm hoping that I can help somebody somewhere because it helps me more just talking about it right now. It does. That was another cliche that I didn't understand. They said, you know, it helps you more when you help another alcoholic. And then I started thinking, you know, Bill Wilson was talking in his story that he felt like he was failing because all these alcoholics were going back out, but then he realized it kept him sober. So yeah, this keeps me sober too. I'm at 9 minutes. I'm going to wrap it up at 10. So that gives me about 20, 40, 38 seconds to keep going and going and going. Just remember HALT. If you got no one to reach out to, you can reach out to me. My email is there. I have a number. I have 2 phones. I got my People, Places, and Things phone, and I got my Everything phone. And I'm a big fan of that Everything AA app. But reach out in the comments, hit me up, let me know you need someone to talk to, and I'll get back to you. Especially now as I'm up and coming in this. Because I love to be of service and I love to help others. Because my higher power, which I choose to call God, not in the religious sense, because I don't believe in that religious is dominating power crap. I don't believe in that. I believe in the essence of spirituality. Everything to me has a spirit. Everything knows right and wrong. But we get so corrupt and twisted in our ways of upbringings, and we have conditionings, generational curses. And I'm trying to break that. And I know it's at 10 minutes, but I just had to get that out. Remember HALT, people. HALT. Very, very powerful acronym. If you're hungry, angry, lonely, tired, pick up the phone, make a phone call. If you can't call nobody, jump on the Zoom meeting. The Everything AA app has access to thousands of Zoom meetings. Or you can go on the Meeting Finder app or the Pink Cloud app. There's so many different things. You can even go to Interpol and just call the number. Just call somebody and tell them how you're feeling. Don't hold it inside. That's what killed me the most. Holding it up. I'm fine. Fucked up, erotic, fucked up, insecure, neurotic, and emotional, right? Fine. I was always fine, but I wasn't. But today I'm fantastic. I'm fantastic. I have bad days, don't get me wrong, but bad days are not bad days anymore because I catch them in the moment and I start my day over again, and I've learned how to pause, pray, process, and proceed and start my day over. So I don't have bad days that turn into bad weeks, that turn into bad months anymore. And I learned that HALT, so I know when to call somebody. HALT and stop. And I think I should halt right now because I think my ego is trying to get back in the game, and my ego is not my amigo. It won't justify every bad thing I've ever done. And you couple that with my disease, that's a tag team champion I don't want to go against, but I will when I got God. You know, the gift of desperation, the group of drunks, the good orderly direction, the great outdoors, the gratitude over drama. And I'm truly grateful for this 11, 12-minute video I just made for you. Hopefully the newcomer, you come across this when you need this the most. Hopefully I helped somebody the way it's helping me. And one day you'll understand. If you're new, if you're an old timer, you already know. And I love all of you. I might not like everybody because I go through my moods because I'm not God, but my God loves you, so I'm working on that too. Every day. Spiritual progress, not perfection. Listen, everybody, I'm going to go inside. I'm going to eat, and I got to jump on this call, because that's what I do now. I help people as best as I can, and I just listen. You got 2 ears for a reason and 1 mouth, so I'm going to use my 2 ears, and I'm going to listen. I'm going to shut my mouth. Guys, I'm an alcoholic. My name is Mark Dub. Mark W, whatever you want to call me. Call me whatever you want. Just don't call me late. Just pick up the phone and call me. That's what you need to do, especially when you're feeling halt. So, guys, I love every single one of you, even if I don't know you, because the rooms of alcoholics taught me how to love myself, and that's truly a blessing. So, thank you. Stay up. Stay blessed. God is good. God is great. If you need somebody to call, just reach out. Send me a message. Call me. Hit me up. Do what you got to do, but don't drink just for today. No matter how bad it is, as long as you don't drink, it's a great day. Just remember that, just for today. Love you.